Here at the bottom of our saucepan, we are starting off with a mild Italian sausage, and we're just gonna keep breaking this apart just to make sure that we get a nice sear on the very end. So once you have a good initial sear, this is where I like to add in my roughly chopped onion. This is gonna give us so much flavor. I cannot have this Italian sausage without onions. And at this point, I am gonna throw in my mushrooms too, just because I like my mushrooms to be really well cooked. So we're just gonna keep stirring this around until you see that your Italian sausage is nice and fully cooked. Okay, so once you have a good sear on the meat, and you can see our vegetables are starting to cook up as well, we're gonna make a small hole right in the middle and go ahead and grab your Philadelphia cream cheese. This is just gonna go right in the middle. We're not gonna break it up or anything. And at this point, this is where I like to season it. The only seasoning you need is Italian seasoning. This has all the different herbs and spices that we want. Make sure to get that cream cheese as well. This is smelling absolutely amazing. So after you're done seasoning, today I am using a vodka sauce. You can use the red sauce if you want, but I'm telling you, this vodka sauce is like magic. So go ahead and slowly pour this all the way around. And I did turn the hot plate down a little bit, so after we pour this sauce in there, we are just gonna cover it, let it simmer, and everything is just gonna cook together so beautifully. All right, so this has been simmering for about 8 minutes. You can see that it is still bubbling a little bit, which is exactly what we want. And at this point, you can just take that really softened cream cheese, just go ahead and stir it around. This is gonna make such a beautiful and creamy sauce, especially with the vodka sauce. This is my absolute favorite. So just go ahead and we're just gonna keep mixing until you don't see any clumps of the cream cheese anymore. It is still on, so it is still gonna cook a little bit. I just wanna make sure that we get a nice mixture in. And once we do that, so here I cooked up some of this gnocchi, which is also my favorite. All you gotta do is boil it for a couple minutes, get a cute little strawberry colander like this one. Make sure to get all of it out, and we are almost ready to serve. So I'm just gonna make sure that all of the gnocchi gets nice and covered, so you can just give it a few swirls. And last but not least, nice little special touch, I got some shaved Parmesan, and we're gonna be throwing a bunch of this stuff in. So go ahead and go crazy, and this is gonna melt so easily. You can see that it's like the shaved Parmesan, not the grated kind. Just go ahead and mix it around a little bit. I'm not gonna stir it in, just because I kinda want the cheesy layer right on top. And for one last little touch of freshness, we're gonna be taking some chopped parsley. So this is just gonna make it look so much more appetizing. You can see that pop of green really contrasts with all of the sauce that we have in there. And this is ready to serve. So make sure to get yourself a big bowl because you're gonna want so much of this. And you can see that the sauce just absolutely melts. Cannot wait to taste this one. It is a little hot though, so go ahead and be careful. Make sure you blow on it a few times. So for the perfect bite, you want a piece of the sausage and a piece of the gnocchi. If you've never had the gnocchi before, it just absolutely melts in your mouth. This is so tasty.